The curiosity about dinosaurs around people is huge. Dinosaurs were a group of reptiles that dominated the Earth for over 160 million years. They first appeared during the late Triassic period, around 230 million years ago, and went on to evolve into a diverse array of species. Some dinosaurs were small and agile, while others were massive and lumbering. They ranged from fierce predators like the Tyrannosaurus rex to gentle herbivores like the Triceratops. Dinosaurs were a remarkable and fascinating part of our planet's history, and their legacy can still be seen in the world today. Hi there and welcome to Exploration Eureka, the channel that takes you on a journey of discovery through the fascinating world of research. I'm Shaq Hawadislam Sandal, and I'm excited to be here to introduce you to our channel. There are tons of questions about dinosaurs and the age of dinosaurs. In this video I will be trying to give you some valuable information about that. Many people want to know that what happened after all the dinosaurs died. After the extinction of the dinosaurs, there was a mass extinction event that wiped out over 75% of all life on Earth, known as the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. This event marked the end of the Mesozoic era and the beginning of the Cenozoic era, also known as the Age of Mammals. In the aftermath of the mass extinction, the environment of the planet was drastically altered. The asteroid impact that is believed to have triggered the extinction caused massive wildfires, tsunamis, and a global climate change that made the Earth unsuitable for many species. The extinction of the dinosaurs, along with many other species, created a void in many ecological niches, which allowed for the rise of new groups of organisms. Mammals were one group of organisms that benefited from the extinction of the dinosaurs. During the Mesozoic era, mammals were small, nocturnal creatures that lived in the shadow of the dinosaurs. However, after the extinction event, mammals began to diversify and evolve rapidly, taking advantage of the many ecological niches that had been left vacant. Some of these mammals evolved to be larger, while others developed new ways of feeding and living, such as burrowing or gliding. Another group of organisms that thrived after the extinction of the dinosaurs were the birds. Birds are thought to have evolved from small, feathered dinosaurs known as theropods, and the extinction of their larger, non-avian dinosaur relatives allowed them to occupy new ecological niches and evolve into the wide range of bird species we see today. Plants also underwent significant changes after the extinction of the dinosaurs. The loss of many species of flowering plants, or angiosperms, during the extinction event allowed for the expansion of other types of plants, such as conifers and cycads. The extinction of the dinosaurs and other species also paved the way for the emergence of new ecosystems and the evolution of new species. The rise of mammals, for example, allowed for the evolution of predators and herbivores that were previously absent from the ecosystem. The disappearance of the giant marine reptiles, such as ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs, allowed for the emergence of new marine organisms, such as whales and dolphins. In conclusion, the extinction of the dinosaurs had far-reaching effects on the planet and its ecosystems. While it was a catastrophic event that wiped out many species, it also paved the way for the evolution of new organisms and the emergence of new ecosystems. The legacy of the dinosaurs can still be seen in the world today, but it is only one small part of the long and complex history of life on Earth. But how did life start again after dinosaurs? One of the key factors in the recovery of life was the availability of new ecological niches. With the disappearance of the dominant herbivores and predators, many new opportunities opened up for small mammals, birds, and reptiles. Over millions of years, these animals diversified and evolved into the forms we see today. Now, there is a theoretical question: can dinosaurs be reborn? Certainly, the extinction, or the process of bringing extinct species back to life, has been a topic of interest and controversy for many years. In theory, it is possible to recreate a dinosaur using the genetic material found in fossils, but there are many technical and ethical challenges to overcome. The process of the extinction involves finding a well-preserved specimen of a dinosaur, extracting DNA or genetic material from it, and then reconstructing the genome of the species. This is an extremely difficult process, as the DNA in fossils is usually fragmented, degraded, or contaminated with other genetic material from bacteria or other organisms that have colonized the bones over time. Researchers would need to find a sample of DNA that is complete enough to piece together the entire genome. Once the genome has been reconstructed, the next step is to implant it into a suitable host. This would likely involve using a closely related species, such as a bird or reptile, as a surrogate mother. The surrogate would need to lay eggs that contain the reconstructed dinosaur DNA, which would then be hatched and raised. However, there are many technical and ethical challenges involved in the process of de-extinction. One major obstacle is the difficulty of finding suitable DNA samples. The oldest known dinosaur DNA that has been successfully extracted and sequenced is around 1 million years old, which is still far too young to bring back a species that went extinct millions of years ago. Even if a complete genome were reconstructed, there is no guarantee that it would be functional, as some of the genes may have undergone mutations or changes over time. Another challenge is the fact that dinosaurs occupied ecological niches that are now filled by other organisms. Reintroducing a species that has been absent for millions of years could have unpredictable and potentially disastrous effects on the current ecosystems. The reintroduction of a large predator like the Tyrannosaurus rex, for example, could disrupt the delicate balance of prey and predator relationships that exist in many ecosystems today. Finally, there are ethical considerations to be taken into account. The extinction could divert resources and attention away from other important conservation efforts, such as protecting endangered species that are still alive today. It could also raise questions about the moral responsibility of humans to bring back species that have gone extinct due to human activities, such as habitat destruction and hunting. In conclusion, while the idea of bringing dinosaurs back to life is certainly intriguing, it is currently beyond the realm of possibility. Even if we were able to overcome the technical and ethical challenges involved, the potential risks and consequences of reintroducing an extinct species are difficult to predict and could have far-reaching implications for the world around us. What would happen if all the dinosaurs came back? As fascinating as it may be to imagine, it's highly unlikely that dinosaurs could be brought back to life. But if it were possible, the consequences could be unpredictable and potentially disastrous. Many of the ecological niches that once existed have since been filled by other animals, and reintroducing dinosaurs could upset the delicate balance of ecosystems. So there you have it, a brief overview of what happened after the dinosaurs died, how life started again, and what might happen if they were to come back. We also looked at how long it took for humans to appear, and what other creatures were alive after the dinosaurs. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Thanks for watching.